Hey y'all, it's June the 12th, 2016.
And I was just poking around the internet, right? And I heard just probably like you heard of the mass shooting that took place in Orlando, Florida, at a nightclub called Pulse Nightclub, right? And of course, they're still gathering details. Everything that I'm talking about is alleged right now at this point, but allegedly, what it seems like happened is that a Muslim sounding man, Omar Mateen, went ahead and shot a whole mess of people. Killed upwards of 50 people. That's a crazy nightmare scenario. That is a very, very large number. Right? And of course wounded more folks. Right? And certain conclusions started popping up in my head due to this alleged information that I've been hearing. And while that was happening, I went ahead and I went to check out what RT News was saying. Right? On the YouTube, they had a live YouTube stream up talking about, the details of this situation that's been resolved. But like I said, many, many, many deaths at this Pulse nightclub, which is an LGBT nightclub, as you already well know. All right, and before I go on, I heard about, this is what I heard about ISIS. There's a group called ISIS, right? Terrorists. They said on Ramadan we're gonna have many attacks, many attacks. We're talking about Europe and the United States and all that. Many attacks. That's what ISIS said. Now, this may have nothing to do with it. This Omar Mateen fella going off and shooting just an unthinkable amount of people, right? They have nothing to do with it. And I was watching the RT live stream, and I had some dude on there, and he was talking about how, this may not be a terrorist attack. They're still debating. They're still trying to find more evidence on whether or not it's a terrorist attack, because it may or may not fit the definition of terrorist attack. Like, because a terrorist attack, technically, by definition, is you're committing violence in order to further an agenda, a political agenda or a social agenda. All right. So this may or may not be Muslim people wanting to slaughter all sort of gay and lesbian folks, as they do a lot in the Middle East. A lot. They're known for doing it. All right. This may or may not be the case, is what they were saying on the RT live stream. It may or may not. But here's the thing about it. Okay, let's imagine Omar Mateen with Afghani parents, allegedly. Let's imagine that he did all this randomly. That randomly he had beef with just about 50, 60 people. And he thought he would go ahead and handle business. Randomly. Had nothing to do with ISIS. Had nothing to do with Sharia. Had nothing to do with this happens a lot. Just was random. Alright. Either way, I have to argue that either way this is terrorism. Whether you wanted it to be terrorism or not. Because you killed a whole mess of people. And honestly, if I was LGBT running around and going to clubs every weekend and stuff like that, I would be a little bit concerned, regardless. Even if this was random, I would be concerned now seeing Muslims around my clubs and stuff. I would have to question them a little bit as to what they're doing there. Right? I would have to maybe think, I would have to second think, well, should I go to this club? I've seen Muslims there. Maybe I shouldn't go. Maybe I should stay home. See right there, that effect that happened, making people think, oh, maybe they should stay home. That is terrorism. That fits the definition. So it's funny how it always goes down like this. I mean, shoot, like I said, all this information is breaking news. It is alleged information. But to sit around and discuss, well, is this or is this not terrorism? It's terrorism by default. So why would you even discuss it? Right? I mean, anyways, it's a sad situation. All right. But speaking out to LGBTQIA people out there, this was a large incident. I know how a lot of these folks like to think in the collective. All right, they do. All right. Well, collectively speaking, you think maybe Sharia law ain't a good thing. Maybe free speech is a good thing. Maybe having the right to keep and bear arms is a good thing. Perhaps, maybe I might jump on that bandwagon. Alright? Because me personally, I just want to put it out there. I don't want to see this stuff happening. I don't want to see it happening to y'all. I don't want to see it happening around here where people get killed by the dozens and dozens. Right? Simply because they need to sacrifice themselves to the altar of political correctness. That's a disease. That's a cancer. This is a tribulation. Anyways, I'm going to holler at y'all, if I get more details and stuff. It's June the 12th, 2016.